Namaste yogis, hope you're all doing well. Week 2 of our Dincharya Experiment, and keep the feedback coming in. Week 1 was going to bed and being asleep by 10 o'clock and getting up an hour and a half before sunrise, which some people have found really easy and getting a lot of benefit from it, and some people have found really challenging. But stick with it, or as far as I know, most people are sticking with it, and then just kind of see how you get on. As we talked about, habits take a long time to kind of, form, so keep going. But wherever you are on the spectrum, just try to see if you can continue to get up about 6-7 o'clock in the morning before sun, and about an hour before sunrise, which I think at this time of year is probably about, I don't know, just about back of 8 o'clock, something like that. And just notice how you feel at that time of day. I mean, it's a time of day where the world, well, our half of the world, is just starting to wake up, but it's peaceful, it's calm, the air is completely different, and I find it's just a magical time of day, and especially when you get into spring and summer as well, it gets even nicer. So stick with it, but I know you're just sitting there poised with bated breath, wanting to know what week 2 is all about. And I'd like to introduce you to Ushapan. The word Usha means dawn, kind of sunrise, this Brahma Muhurta time that we've been talking about. And Pan is just another Sanskrit word for water. Jala is also another word. And what I'd like you to do, very, very simply, is to get up in the time of Brahma Muhurta and drink a glass of warm water, room temperature or warm water. Ayurveda, as some of you know, is a big advocate of cleansing to get rid of anything that we haven't, digested in our body. If we've got toxins in our body, ama in our body. And those of you that do the spring and autumn cleanse with me will know exactly where I'm kind of coming from for that. And one of the simplest tools that we have that's easily accessible by everybody and costs nothing is warm water. And so if you think about it, if you've got a greasy dish and you try to wash that greasy dish in cold water, the grease just smears, it doesn't go anywhere. But if you wash that greasy dish in warm water, the grease dissolves and it kind of washes away. The process of Ushapan is basically doing that. So when we talked last week about going to bed by 10 o'clock and having an early and a light dinner, the reason for that was because it then gives the body time to process all the material that you've consumed during the day, for your liver and all the rest of your kind of detox process to kind of kick in. And therefore, when you wake up in the morning, you have processed everything, and anything that you do not want to absorb that is not food and nutrition and going to nourish your tissues will be expelled from the body. So taking that drink of warm water first thing in the morning is going to do exactly that. It's going to flush your system out. And technically, the water should have been held overnight in a mud pot or a silver pot or a gold pot, and there's all kind of reasons for that. But feel free, as part of this experiment, to just have a glass of water that's come from either the kettle or from the tap. That's okay. You can also have, herbs like triphala or tulsi in that water, or you might want to have a little squeeze of lemon juice. That's also a good thing. Or you might just want to have the plain water. I find plain water is absolutely fine. And what we have found through Ayurveda, the science of Ayurveda, is that drinking this water can also help people who maybe are a little bit constipated, who have malabsorption issues, and it can also help with piles, and that's something we've been talking about a lot in my Ayurveda Level 2 course. It can also help people who've got, maybe got ear, nose and throat issues. They kind of find that drinking kind of warm water really, really helps. And during the cleanse, and when we do a kind of, 3, 4, 5, 6 day cleanse, we advocate drinking warm water, and that can include herbal tea all day for that very reason, is that it flushes the system out. But for the purposes of what we're doing today, I want us just to try having this first thing in the morning. So again, technically, you should drink that first glass of water either in Malasana, in a kind of squatting pose, or in Vajrasana, which is just a kind of, a kneeling on your heels pose. But do you know what? Try that. But all I want you to really focus on, absolutely, is to have that glass of water. So, an hour before sunrise in Brahma Muhurta time, that auspicious time in the morning, get up and drink a glass of room temperature or warm water for a week and just see how that feels. And let me know how you get on. Okay, take care. Bye.